Welcome, heroes. The world of Overwatch is vast. Are you ready to answer the call? In this guide, we'll explore the past, present, and future of the Overwatch universe. Overwatch is more than just a game. It's a world teeming with life. Let's explore it together. The world was on the brink of a golden age. Technological advancements promised a brighter future. Humanity placed its hope in the Omnic Corporation and its revolutionary creation, the Omnics. But the dream soon turned into a nightmare. Omnics, once symbols of progress, became harbingers of destruction. The Omnic Crisis had begun. It was in this crucible of conflict that the seeds of Overwatch were sown. As the Omnic Crisis raged, a glimmer of hope emerged. This elite team, comprised of soldiers, scientists, and adventurers, represented the best humanity had to offer. Their daring missions turned the tide of the war. The world watched in awe as the covert task force chipped away at the Omnic defenses. Recognizing the need for a unified front, the United Nations proposed the formation of Overwatch. Under the leadership of Jack Morrison, Overwatch spearheaded decisive campaigns. Overwatch became a beacon of hope, a testament to what humanity could achieve when united. The Omnic Crisis began with a promise, a future free from labor and hardship, powered by artificial intelligence. However, this utopia was tragically short-lived. The Omnics, now a formidable force, launched a coordinated assault against humanity. The Omnic Crisis plunged the world into chaos. The future, once bright with promise, had become a desperate struggle for survival. The Omnic Crisis was a global battle for survival against a relentless enemy. Nations set aside their differences, forging alliances to combat the Omnic threat. Amidst the chaos, stories of extraordinary courage and sacrifice emerged. The Omnic Crisis tested the limits of human endurance and ingenuity. While the Omnic Crisis unified humanity, it also sowed seeds of discord. Public opinion towards Omnics became sharply divided. The crisis forced humanity to confront uncomfortable truths about its own nature. No story is complete without its heroes, and Overwatch boasts a diverse cast. Jack Morrison, Gabriel Reyes, and Ana Amari formed the core of Overwatch. Their leadership guided the organization through its darkest hours. They inspired a generation to fight for a brighter future. As Overwatch grew, so did its ranks, attracting individuals from all walks of life. Dr. Mina Liao, Torbjorn Lindholm, and Reinhard Wilhelm brought unique skills to the fight for peace. Their diverse backgrounds and abilities made them a force to be reckoned with. Together, they formed the backbone of Overwatch. For every hero, there must be a villain, and Talon represents the ever-present threat to peace. Doomfist, Widowmaker, and Sombra embody Talon's ruthless efficiency. Their actions threaten to unravel the fragile peace that Overwatch fought so hard to build. Years of triumph solidified Overwatch as a global peacekeeping force, yet cracks began to appear in its once impenetrable facade. Internal strife weakened the organization from within. The world watched in dismay as the heroes turned on each other, mirroring the growing divisions within society itself. The simmering tensions within Overwatch and the mounting pressure from a skeptical public finally reached a boiling point with the tragic Venice incident. A seemingly routine mission to apprehend a high-ranking Talon operative went disastrously wrong, resulting in catastrophic collateral damage and a devastating loss of life. The details of the incident remain shrouded in mystery, with conflicting accounts and classified information obscuring the truth. What is known is that the mission, led by Gabriel Reyes, involved a highly volatile experimental weapon, and that its deployment had unforeseen and catastrophic consequences. The world reeled in shock and horror as images of the devastation emerged. The Venice incident became a symbol of Overwatch's hubris, a stark reminder that even the most noble intentions could have devastating consequences. Public outcry was swift and merciless, demanding accountability and justice for the lives lost. Governments around the world, once staunch allies, withdrew their support, citing concerns about Overwatch's unchecked power and its potential for causing more harm than good. The United Nations, under intense pressure, launched a formal investigation into the Venice incident, its findings damning. Overwatch, once a beacon of hope, was now perceived as a liability, a dangerous relic of a bygone era. The fall of Overwatch left a void in the world, a vacuum of power that opportunistic forces were quick to exploit. Talon, the shadowy organization that had long operated on the fringes of society, saw its chance to seize control, to reshape the world in its own image. With Overwatch gone, there was nothing to stand in its way. The Venice incident, a tragedy orchestrated by Talon's cunning manipulation, served as the catalyst for Overwatch's downfall. By exploiting the internal divisions and eroding public trust, Talon had effectively neutralized its greatest enemy, paving the way for its own ascent to power. Talon's ranks swelled with those who had grown disillusioned with Overwatch's perceived failures and those who sought to profit from the ensuing chaos. Mercenaries, warlords, and criminals flocked to Talon's banner, enticed by the promise of power and wealth. With its newfound influence, Talon wasted no time in consolidating its power. It established strongholds in strategic locations, leveraging its vast resources and ruthless tactics to exert control over vital infrastructure and illicit networks. The world watched with growing unease as Talon's grip tightened, its sinister influence spreading like a virus. Talon's ambitions extended far beyond mere profiteering or territorial conquest. It sought to fundamentally reshape the world order, to dismantle the existing power structures and replace them with its own twisted vision. At the heart of this vision lay a belief in conflict as the engine of progress, a crucible from which a new, stronger world would emerge. Doomfist, Talon's enigmatic leader, preached a gospel of strength through adversity. He believed that humanity had grown complacent in the aftermath of the Omnic Crisis, its potential stifled by a false sense of security. Only through conflict, he argued, could humanity be forged into something greater, its true potential unleashed. Talon's agents, driven by a shared belief in Doomfist's vision, sowed discord and chaos across the globe. They orchestrated terrorist attacks, fueled political instability, and manipulated economies, all with the aim of pushing humanity to the brink. The world, once hopeful for a future of peace and prosperity, found itself teetering on the precipice of a new era, one defined by uncertainty, fear, and the ever-present shadow of Talon's growing power. The lines between right and wrong blurred as Talon's influence seeped into every facet of society, leaving humanity to grapple with the consequences of its own complacency. Even as Talon tightens its grip on the world, sparks of resistance flicker. A new generation of heroes inspired by Overwatch has risen to challenge Talon's power. These individuals share a commitment to justice and a desire to make a difference. Among them is Tracer, a time-jumping pilot who embodies Overwatch's legacy. Her optimism and time manipulation make her a formidable force for good. Tracer's belief in hope serves as a beacon in dark times. Mei-Ling Zhou, a climatologist, combats climate change with advanced technology. May's compassion and belief in science symbolize hope for the planet. Lucio uses his music to inspire change and unite people. These heroes represent a new wave of resistance against Talon's regime. Their commitment to justice offers hope in a world in need of heroes. The future of the Overwatch universe hangs in the balance, caught between the encroaching darkness of Talon's ambitions and the flickering hope ignited by a new generation of heroes. The lines between right and wrong have blurred, and the choices made by both heroes and villains will determine the fate of the world. Recent events suggest a potential turning point in the conflict. Whispers of a reformed Overwatch operating in defiance of the global ban have begun to surface. Could this signal a return to the organization's former glory, a rallying point for those who still believe in its ideals? Or will it spark a new wave of conflict, pushing the world closer to the brink? Meanwhile, Talon's true motives remain shrouded in mystery. What is Doomfist's endgame? What are the organization's ultimate goals? As Talon's influence grows, so too does the need to understand its inner workings and anticipate its next move. The stage is set for a confrontation of epic proportions, a clash of ideologies that will determine the very future of the Overwatch universe. Will the world succumb to Talon's vision of a future forged in conflict, or will the spirit of Overwatch, embodied in a new generation of heroes, prevail? The Overwatch universe is a tapestry woven from threads of heroism, conflict, and hope. From the ashes of the Omnic Crisis rose Overwatch, a beacon of unity and peace. Yet even as Overwatch ended one conflict, Talon rose, sowing discord. We've explored the origins, motivations, and emergence of a new generation. The future remains unwritten, shaped by the choices of heroes and villains. Will Overwatch rise again to meet the challenges of a changing world? Can Talon's ambitions be contained before they plunge the world into chaos? These questions remain unanswered, resting in the hands of the heroes. This guide has merely scratched the surface of the vast world of Overwatch. Countless stories remain to be told, hidden within its lore. So gear up, heroes, and immerse yourselves in the world of Overwatch. The future awaits, and it needs heroes like you.